Hello. Today we're looking at OpenAI and their copywriting trouble overall. It all began with the New York Times. This is a very famous case. New York Times sued OpenAI for using all the articles without their permission. That was part of training the original version of OpenAI, probably dated all the way to 3.5. That lawsuit is not settled yet. It started in December 2023, and it's still out there. The jury is still out there, pun not intended. Was OpenAI in their rights, and is it fair use to use all the New York Times article? Of course, the journalists are afraid. You didn't pay me to use my content, and now you can produce a lot more articles. And this is as a crux of the whole copywriting issue about the ability that the AI have today are based on previous work from journalists, artists, or basically anybody. And because of this ability, now the AI is able to produce similar work, is able to replace humans. So humans have produced some work, AI company have trained models, and now these people are out of the work or could be out of work because the AI have been trained. Now there's a new twist in that story. OpenAI released Sora a few months ago, but they had their new version. And the internet blew up because some people made some fake, disrespectful video of a public figure called Martin Luther King. Of course, this person being very revered, there was some backlash, and the Martin Luther King's estate, so people who hold the rights to this public figure, contacted OpenAI and say, you need to stop. You have to make sure that your model cannot produce images of this person because we don't want it, because people have been disrespectful in their creation. This is interesting. This is very interesting because the way OpenAI and most of the AI company have been operating so far is based on freedom of expression. We create a model, we create a technology, and then users do whatever they want with it. But anytime somebody calls them and say, all right, I'm a lawyer, I'm going to sue you if you don't stop, they would react because they know it will cost them money. And another very large public entity reacted in a similar way is the Japanese government. So the Japanese government contacted OpenAI and says you have to stop infringing on copyright, meaning you cannot put on the market a product that allows people, anybody without any skills, to go and reproduce things that are copyrighted, protected. And Japan has a lot of art from video games and 2D, 3D, mangas. A lot of Japanese artists felt threatened all the way to the government, to the Japanese government. And again, OpenAI backpedals and comply and said, all right, the Japanese governments probably have power and they can sue us, so we're going to do something about it. But about Sora 2, there is a huge issue in the way they released it. It means because OpenAI released Sora with an opt-out option. What does it mean? That means if I don't want anybody to generate video of myself, I have to go to OpenAI and say, I want to protect my rights, and I want to make sure that people are not going to generate video of myself. When OpenAI was supposed to release Sora 2, it was supposed to be opt-in, meaning people had to go there and say, please use my image, use my work, and you can do whatever you want. I give you freedom. The same way that people will release their work into what is called a Creative Commons license, meaning my work is there, you can use it whatever we want. So instead of an opt-in, I have to go there and I say everybody can use it, they decided to release as an opt-out. What does it mean? I can give you an analogy. It means you can go around in your city, try to go into people's place, take their stuff, steal in a sense, and if they don't complain, you can keep it. This is what OpenAI is doing. This is what OpenAI has been doing, especially with Sora 2. We are not going to put any guardrails unless somebody comes and threatens us. And of course, that somebody better have a lot of expensive lawyers, otherwise the risk is not so high. So this is what OpenAI is doing. And what OpenAI is doing is pretty negative to the whole AI industry. Yeah. I'm not very happy with this being the case, because this gives a lot of bad press to OpenAI, but it gives a lot of bad press to AI. Yeah. So because I felt this way and because I wanted to defend copyright holders, I published an article based on the Japanese government. This is in the news. The Japanese government issued that official complaint. So on LinkedIn, I went out and I posted about the Japanese government officially warning OpenAI that Sora video as infringing on copyright. And to illustrate it, I thought it would be interesting to illustrate the Japanese government fighting that big machine. So I represented OpenAI as being this big, crazy robot that is there, that is threatening. Yeah. And that got a lot of reaction from on the LinkedIn community, which is great, opening awareness and having a lot of people understand that copyright infringement through AI is not okay, because it's not really an AI issue, it's a copyright issue. Copyright must be protected, artist rights must be protected. But something I didn't expect is that people noticed that it was AI generated. Obviously, I mean, the Japanese characters are all wrong, and I don't know how to draw. I would never be able to do that, which is my whole point about using AI. I can do things I'm not able to do, and I can express myself visually. But a lot of people came in and like, you are breaking the law. You are using AI in a way that you say is not good. But there's a very big difference between what I've done and what artists are complaining about. I didn't infringe on any copyright. This is not from a recognizable artist. I am not doing anything to infringe on copyright. Yeah. But then the confusion is coming exactly from what OpenAI is doing. The more the AI company are infringing on copyright, the more artists feel threatened, the more graphic designers feel threatened. And I totally understand where they're coming from. But then it's going the other way around, where people say, you should not use AI at all. This is a bad technology. You are breaking the law if you're using AI. And you should be ashamed of yourself for using AI, where I completely disagree. AI is there as long as we do it and we use it as a right tool to send the right message and not break the law, not break IP law, not break any law that is already there. Just do it in a way that will allow to express yourself and send out a message that is something you believe in. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. You can register to get more news on AI and how to use AI agents and how to be proud of using AI without infringing on copyright.